Today we are doing lesson number 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. You are the Qigong support for A Course in Miracles students. We first read the lesson of A Course in Miracles, then we're going to contemplate the lesson, then we're going to apply it, and we're going to incorporate all this into a Qigong class, which is going to help you anchor the lesson and also get into a very relaxed mood and help you assimilate and understand yourself better. Let's begin. Lesson number 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. The idea for today is obviously the reason why your seeing does not affect you alone. You will notice that at times the ideas related to thinking precede those related to perceiving, while at other times the order is reversed. The reason is that the order does not actually matter. Thinking and its results are really simultaneous, for cause and effect are never separate. Today we are again emphasizing the fact that minds are joined. This is rarely a wholly welcome idea at first, since it seems to carry with it an enormous sense of responsibility and may even be regarded as an invasion of privacy. Yet it is a fact that there are no private thoughts. Despite your initial resistance to this idea, you will yet understand that it must be true if salvation is possible at all. And salvation must be possible because it is the will of God, or the will of love, as I say. The minute or so of mind searching which today's exercises require are to be undertaken with the eyes closed. The idea is to be repeated first, and then the mind should be carefully searched for the thought it contains at the time. As you consider each one, name it in terms of the central person or theme it contains, and holding it in your mind as you do so, say, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about so and so, fill in the blanks. The requirement of as much indiscriminateness as possible in selecting subjects for the practice period should be quite familiar to you by now and will no longer be repeated each day, although it will occasionally be included as a reminder. So what it means here is that you should not have discriminate thoughts. You should not say, oh, I'm not going to apply the lesson to this one because it's my child, my person, or whatever. Because the whole exercise of until now really is just for you to understand how your own mind works. That you need to understand the mechanism of your thoughts. Once you understand the mechanism, it's easier for you to guide your thoughts in the direction you desire. Obviously, many of our thoughts are guided by our emotions, but the emotions get there from there, they arrive there first through our thoughts, through our experience from body and mind, from our experience as humans in this realm. So let me repeat this. Any object, anything your eyes fall on, or any subject is good enough for you to apply the lesson, because it's about the mechanism, understanding how your mind works, and understanding what emotion it produces in your mind-body emotional system. Do not forget, however, that random selection of subjects for all practice periods remains essential throughout. Lack of order in this connection will ultimately make the recognition of lack of order in miracles meaningful to you. And this is in the beginning of A Course in Miracles in the book. That's why I say you have to get the book. I say it in this particular introduction to A Course in Miracles. You have got about 45 points explaining what a miracle is. In this particular version, which is called the Sparkly Edition of A Course in Miracles, it's actually got more points than in the blue edition, the Foundation of Inner Peace. So here we have got 52 points of what the miracles are, and there is also a lot of added text in it, which has been removed from the Foundation for Inner Peace, the dark blue one, and has either been removed completely or it has been put into different sections of the textbook. So let me repeat this again. The lack of order in this connection, so the lack of order, you're not discriminating the different subjects which you are perceiving when you're applying a particular lesson. This particular training of the mind will help you later on to understand that there is no order in miracles. So miracles are, for example, miracles are really expressions of love, according to A Course in Miracles. And so there's no order in difficulty. So for example, you smiling at a person is an expression of love, and that is not necessarily less worthy than you caring for a loved one who is maybe ill and which goes over a long period of time. So that one smile is not less worth. It is just as much worth as you caring about somebody or bringing up a child. It's just as much worth. And this is what the Course in Miracles is basically trying to teach us. So lack of order in this connection will ultimately make the recognition of lack of order in miracles meaningful to you. Apart from the as needed application of today's idea, that means that you can apply this particular sentence to any kind of sentiment and thoughts which come up in your day. You can apply it to anything. The workbook recommends that you do 3 practice periods and shortening the length of time involved if necessary. Do not attempt more than 4 practice periods with this particular lesson today. So the emphasis of this particular lesson really is that all minds are joined. This means whatever I am thinking is somehow affecting you. That minds are joined, this is rarely a wholly welcome idea at first, since it seems to carry with it an enormous sense of responsibility and may even be regarded as an invasion of privacy. So it does not really mean that you are being watched by anybody as such. It's not like you have to be afraid of what you're thinking. This is not what it means. What it means is that you want to experience that your thoughts are actually much more powerful than what you believe. And you for sure have had telepathic situations, for example, where you were thinking of calling somebody and this person then just happens to call you. Or when you have a partner you're living together with and you're spending a lot of time with a person, it might be that you sometimes the same idea arises and without many words you can actually talk about the topic because you know what you're talking about and you're 100% sure, both of you, that you're talking about the same subject. So these kind of occurrences are teaching you, are showing you that minds are joined at all times. And of course, what we are doing in our human experiences, we believe that you're only connected to so and so many people. But as a matter of fact, when you're expanding your mind, you are connected with an incredible amount of people. But it is just the becoming aware that your mind is influencing everything and everybody, because we are all one, really. We are all connected. Now that we have forgotten that we are all connected, this is part of our education. This is a part of our level of understanding as a society. In this time and day on our world, because nobody's really teaching us. I mean, there are some select few groups who are teaching a little bit different, but what it really needs is a collective understanding that all minds are connected. Okay, so let's try to apply this lesson today. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. It suggested that you're supposed to take 1 minute, close your eyes, and simply search your mind. But before we do that, I want us to come into a Qigong connection, into a Wu Ji posture. I've prepared 2 videos here. One is to explain how Qigong can help you, and the other one is a lesson how to get into a Qigong alignment. And we want to get into this Qigong alignment before we are contemplating the lessons, because because a quiet mind, a quiet body is simply going to make this contemplation process and understanding of the lesson much easier. Okay? So you put your feet shoulder width apart. You relax. You remember, you lower the coccyx bone, open up the qua, which is called the hip crease. Just open it up. And the Chinese philosophy, or in Qigong, we believe that there is a very big connection point right here in the hip crease. So you want it to be open so the qi can flow, becoming aware of our body. Now, when you become aware of your body, you also realize that you are not your body. This is something you have, you possess, or you use, or borrow for a while you're here. Very good. I imagine that the central channel, it's called this Zhong Mai, is coming in the crown, coming through the body and coming out of the perineum. You just imagine this. I call it the pillar of light because for me, this particular channel can be very narrow. It can be like a thread, or it can be open like a pillar, and I can be standing in this entire pillar with my entire body. This I have experimented when I was studying to be a Reiki master, and when I became a Reiki master, this is how I always imagined myself before I put my hands onto somebody. I always imagined that I was in a pillar of light. Now you inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And here I like to make the connection on this pillar, with this pillar inside, with this light pole. I just want you to inhale through the nose and then exhale down through this central channel to the perineum. Let's do it again. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Very good. Just want to connect up the head, because now we are kind of connected from the mouth down. Just want to connect it up from the earth. So become aware again. Imagine that you're growing roots into the earth, and now start circulating your hands. Become aware of the air resistance, and become aware of the gravity of the earth. So if you open up the circle more, and then just let the hands fall softly, you notice that the hands are always being pulled towards the center of the earth. This is the gravity of the earth. And according to Chinese cosmology, this is the yin energy, the female energy, the energy which attracts. The negative side of a magnet. It has got no value. It's just simply the negative pull. And it means it attracts. It goes sucking in. It's like a black hole. Very good. And now notice the tingling sensation in your hands. Now the tingling sensation in your hands is there because you have put your attention in your fingers or in your palms. And the qi goes where your mind flows. The qi always goes where your intention goes. And now open up your hands. Become aware of the earth energy again. Now you can feel it with the whole palm. You're going to feel some tingling. Maybe your fingers are twitching. That's all good. That is the body regulating itself to your mental awareness of what the body is always aware of. I'm talking about the intelligent cells which are all composing your body. Very good. And now inhale up. Connect to the heavenly qi and exhale down. Now the heavenly qi is a yang force. I've already explained this before, but let me just remind you again. So we inhale up. The heavenly force I like to just explain as the space which is around our earth. I will hold Qigong classes where I'm explaining all those aspects, which is the fantastic philosophy which they have developed over 5,000 years, over 5 millennia. So we actually understand the way they're looking at it. And the central idea is always the yin and yang, the opposites, the opposite forces, the opposite forces of negative and positive, which has no value. It's just showing that it's got opposing movements, opposing ideas of where it wants to move the energy towards. And again, we inhale up, connect, And exhale down. Now I want you to put a smile on your face. Very good. And become aware that just the simple act of smiling gets you into a much better mood. So keep the smile there. Just pause here for a few moments. Breathe normal. And just notice how you feel. And all this, what we have done here, has happened through our mental intention. Our being has told our mind what to think and has told our body what the mind wants it to do. And so now we feel different. This is the power of your mind. And now let's apply our lesson. Let's say this together with me. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. And then you close your eyes so you can search now your mind carefully, seeing what kind of thoughts does it actually contain. I'm going to give you a few moments, a few seconds for you to find 3 of them thoughts which are in your mind. Begin now. Close your eyes. Very good. I have got 3 thoughts which came up. One was about the boarding school of my youngest child. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts about my youngest son. Okay, so now I'm going to repeat this lesson for you. I'm going to say it out loud. I'm also going to leave the text here so you can apply it to your thoughts. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts about, fill in the blanks. Let's go to the next one. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts about, fill in the blanks. Let's do the last one. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts about, fill in the blanks. Very good. Now notice how you feel. Notice how your sensations are. Very good. And we are just going to do one shaking out, because I think it's the most effective and quick releasing of tensions and blockages. So you just shake it out. We're doing a lot of shaking together because we are mostly doing a class about A Course in Miracles, not so much about Qigong. Qigong is just helping you, just a support. If you want to do more classes of Qigong, I'm going to leave a link at the end of the video. You can click here. There's my English section in my other channel about Qigong, purely about Qigong. So you can click here. Shake it up. Shake it out to the sides. Shake it up to heaven. The anger at God, or whatever there is up there. The anger at the world, shake it out. The anger at your own body. The anger at nutrition and water and the circumstances of this life on earth. Let it go. The anger at front and back. The past and the future, let it go. The future, the past, let it all go. Let's shake out the legs. And notice how you feel. Good. Now let's connect to the earth again. Very good. You're getting much better. If you've been doing all the previous lessons with me, then you are getting pretty good at Qigong. Now let's breathe up the earth energy, circulate it up and bring it down again. And notice how much calmer you feel, how much more connected you are. And do one more. Inhale up, connect, and exhale down. And last one. Inhale, collect the heavenly chi, and exhale down. And now close your feet. Put your hands on your belly like a bowl. And let's collect our dispersed energy and center it back into the center channel. Very good. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And last one. Collect all the dispersed chi. Bring it back to the center of your body. Center of your physical energy center, which is down in the lower dantian. And last one. Bring it back. Remember the smile on your face. And use that particular way you're feeling right now. Use it for the rest of the day. That serenity, this calmness, relaxation, and the awareness that our thoughts are affecting each other, that our minds are connected. Thank you so much for participating. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give me a like on this video so I can reach more people. And let me know how it goes for you. I really would like to know your comments. I would like to know your questions. It helps me. It helps me consider how I should do the next lessons. Have a wonderful day and enjoy.